is Canelo Alvarez in his 66th professional fight. That's more than any other ring-rated fighter in the sport.
Yeah, that man right there, that Mexican superstar, has been owning Cinco de Mayo since 2012. Headlined 10 times already. Started with Shane Mosley in 2012. Here we are in 2025, still headlining, still pound for pound, still ahead of the game, and still on top of his game.
And we've experienced a lot of new things in this job, Sergio. I have never walked outside briefly and seen daylight during a fight.
Well, Canelo hopes to turn William School's lights out here tonight.
And the elements, the atmosphere, the location. Canelo Alvarez, who's pretty comfortable fighting, training in the Las Vegas area, fighting in Las Vegas. Now here he comes across the world. Had to leave 3 weeks early to get here. Told us earlier this week that it took him up until about Monday to fully acclimate to his new surroundings. He says he's all the way there and says he'll be ready to go in this fight.
Wearing black with fuchsia and red trim. When he stepped on the scale, he weighed in at an official 145 1/2 pounds. Started from the bottom now. He enters the ring, an undefeated 3-division pound-for-pound king with 33 victories, 24 of those victories coming by way of KO. The former lightweight, former undisputed super lightweight, and tonight, making the first defense of his WBO welterweight championship of the world. Born, bred, and repping Omaha, Nebraska, Terence Crawford.
Canelo Alvarez has not faced as educated.
Tried to come with a left uppercut.
Good uppercut by Alvarez again.
Try to hurt him here.
Another big right hand by Canelo. The right hand lead against the lefty. Right. Canelo will have to cut off the ring.
There you see a hard jab from Canelo. But Canelo now knows what the...
41 of the wins for Canelo, 26.
Now, he's trying. I mean, he's giving his best.
Crawford on the attack.
Oh my, look at it.
It's over. Do it.
115, 113, and Steve Weisfeld has it. 115, 113. All three scores go to the winner by unanimous decision from Omaha, Nebraska, USA. He is the new WBA Super Welterweight Champion of the World, Terence Crawford.
History is made.
Canelo versus Crawford is back. But was Canelo ever serious? After weeks of chaos, drama, and even whispers of cancellation, the highly anticipated clash between Canelo Alvarez and Terence "Bud" Crawford is officially back on for September in Las Vegas. But here's the real question. Did Canelo ever actually want this fight? Or was this a calculated move to price himself out before ever stepping into the ring? And what are boxing legends like Tim Bradley saying about this potential all-time classic? Let's break it all down. But first, do me a quick favor. Like the video and hit subscribe. Seriously, 98% of you watch without subscribing, and it really helps the channel grow. Done. Awesome. From dream matchup to total meltdown. And back again, if you thought Canelo versus Crawford was dead in the water, you weren't alone, and honestly, no one could blame you. What began as a dream matchup between two pound-for-pound greats quickly turned into a confusing mess, rocking the boxing world to its core. It started with a bombshell leak. Turkey Al-Shika's media network reported that both fighters had agreed in principle to face off in September at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. The internet went wild. Fans were buzzing. Crawford, fresh off a dominant win at 154, was ready to chase immortality by moving up to 168. Canelo looked focused and locked in. Until he wasn't. Just 48 hours later, everything unraveled. Suddenly, headlines flipped. Negotiations had stalled, the fight was off, and Canelo's team went completely silent. No press release. No clarification. Just vanishing acts. Insiders claimed Canelo had ghosted Alshika's camp entirely. The $150 million question. Power move or panic button? So what really happened? According to multiple sources, the collapse wasn't about weight classes or timing, it was about money. Specifically, a jaw-dropping $150 million purse demand from Team Canelo. Yes, you read that right. $150 million for one night under the lights. Even by Canelo's superstar standards, the number stunned the industry. Was it a masterclass in negotiation or a thinly veiled exit strategy? To many, it looked like a classic Canelo power play. He's always controlled the terms, the dates, the opponents, the money. So by throwing out an unprecedented figure, he forced everyone's hand, pay me, or walk away. But others weren't so sure. Behind the scenes, whispers began to surface. Some insiders believed Canelo's team never truly wanted the fight. Not because they feared Crawford's name, but because they feared what he brings inside the ring. Bud is fast, technical, strategic. He makes bigger men look ordinary. And Canelo, he's not used to being outsmarted. Even the Saudis, who've been throwing around billion-dollar deals in sports, were reportedly stunned. Not because they couldn't afford it, but because it felt like Canelo didn't want the fight at all. Back from the brink, and then, just when it looked like it had all fallen apart, it came roaring back. Turkey Alshik wasn't letting the biggest fight of 2025 slip through his fingers. By Thursday night, the narrative flipped again. Canelo had signed a 4-fight mega deal with Riyadh Season, and the Crawford fight was locked in as the September main event. Crisis averted, or just delayed chaos. Either way, the Superfight is on. But the drama and the questions still hang in the air. Was Canelo trying to dodge a dangerous matchup with a smaller, slicker fighter? Or was he simply negotiating like the A-side boss he's always been? Is Crawford walking into a legacy-defining fight, or a physical mismatch dressed in gold? And perhaps the biggest question of all, can skill beat size? Or will reality crush the dream? Now it's your turn. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is Crawford chasing greatness, or walking into a trap? Was Canelo ducking, bluffing, or just playing the game? Who wins in Vegas, the bull or the surgeon? Be bold, be brutal, be legendary. And if you enjoyed the breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Boxing Edge, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment in this historic boxing saga. Because in fights like this, history doesn't just happen, it's made.